to start off with something clever. This is the Kings of Rice.
And Ghost.
And Blue Guy.
This is MGT Cast. How about that for something clever? So
that started so fast, so much faster than I thought. I was drinking tea. I was just like, oh shit, no.
No, he's doing it. So a little bit. Okay. For real this time.
For real.
I let the only other person. Well, there's 2 other people home besides me, and I let the other person know that what I'm doing up here right now, just in case I'm not down there when everyone gets home. So hopefully there's going to be no such interruptions, but it doesn't really matter at this point. So Square Enix CEO Yosuke Matsuda revealed at a financial results briefing that Square Enix Holdings May 11th. What the hell? That the Final Fantasy VII remake and Kingdom Hearts 3 games are slated for release in the next 3 years. 3 years is a long time.
Yeah, that's a real long time.
Not happy about it, but not too surprised.
It's true.
Yeah,
it's true.
But the weird thing is like when I was like reading these things and then watching those videos about all this news, trying to compile some notes and stuff. Like one of the people said that like, well, I mean, look at it this way: if it still comes out in the next 3 years, we'll still get it faster than we got 15.
True.
Which I was like, damn, they're right.
Yeah.
I don't know. That one was like more than 10 years.
I feel like Final Fantasy, like, they've always done a real good job of when they find, like, an MMO, like, RPG that they put out. If it's, like, mildly successful, they'll wait a while before they put out another Final Fantasy game.
Yeah, we're talking about, like, the length of time to the point where everyone thinks it's like a fake.
Yeah. Oh,
like,
absolutely.
Is it, like, really for real this time? Like,
yeah,
I can't, like, even if you hear it from the person themselves, like, some people just be like, nah. Can't
yeah, because there was, like, a pretty solid gap between, like, 11 and 12, right?
I don't remember.
Honestly, I
feel like it wasn't that big, though.
This is.
Yeah,
it
wasn't 10 years.
You know what? I'm going to the Googler.
Oh, to the Googles. To the gaggle machine.
Final Fantasy 11. So now the thing about this whole next 3 years thing, because like the whole thing with the console generations, right? So we're not hella far into this console generation, but we're far enough in that people are starting to think that will we even be in the same console generation when these games come out? But people are gauging it on the fact like how good will the Scorpio do?
It's true. A little bit's gonna be dependent on that, and then a little bit's gonna be dependent on PlayStation.
Yeah, for real.
Because they're already like starting to move to like the bigger, better PlayStation 4. Shortly after that, typically new system. But now we got PS4 Pros coming out. They're pushing real hard for that too. All
right, so I got the release dates for 11 and 12. So the release dates time apart was 4 years.
All right.
Longer than I thought.
Yeah, it's 2002 to 2006.
Yeah.
And we're talking about initial release dates, so.
And 11 didn't really like super catch on. At least I didn't feel like it did. I played it, but I didn't feel like anybody else did.
So I've had friends that have been like, yeah, bro, I remember those days in Final Fantasy 11. I was like, bro, you never talked about this shit. I was like, I guess I was the only one who wasn't playing it then. Like, okay. But like.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, like, now the whole thing with the console generations is that I'm pretty sure that the Final Fantasy VII remake is going to be obviously PlayStation 4 exclusive or PlayStation exclusive. Now the difference though is Kingdom Hearts is going to be not exclusive though. It's going to be on Xbox One as well.
Right.
And I think that one is more affected by the console generation than the former. So
yeah.
So now we get in. So the weird thing is like the hopefully they talk about it at E3, which I would like if they did. But Square has this thing with keeping secrets to the point where everyone thinks everything's fake, like we just said.
Yeah.
But so we got this. So I got this weird like. So I was writing some notes and like there's people that from the other things I was listening about the news and so Square is thinking about doing this weird thing. It's called games as a service model, right? It says so basically what that means for Square is that according to Square, big AAA titles will have as of late. So basically they're going to use the same release platform as they did for Hitman. Terrible idea, I think.
Oh.
So the new Hitman game, everyone liked it, but its release model was terrible. So they're thinking about using the same structure for these two games.
I mean, that could be interesting.
Now the problem with that is so I think the here's a more like here's
That
a,
was like it was almost
example
episodic though, right?
yeah, basically that's what freaking Final Fantasy VII is going to be like. Now the problem
So tired of episodes.
now the problem with that is Kingdom Hearts 3, it's going to be a full game, right? No, but the problem is, I think what they're trying to aim to do with Kingdom Hearts 3 is make it into a game that was similar to Final Fantasy 15, which is which is like a more like a meteor example, which says this example comes from Hajime Tabata, who's the director of Final Fantasy 15. He says he's saying that he never wanted Final Fantasy 15 to be a one-off, which is like 7, where you beat the game, you did everything's cool, there's nothing left for you after that.
Yeah.
But he said he wanted the player to enjoy the game for years to come. So now the thing is like, I don't know if you heard about like the whole what is it? Like the initial reviews for Final Fantasy 15. People were saying that the game wasn't complete. And
honestly, the way that they've been doing the DLC, it kind of feels like they knew that it wasn't complete when they put it out.
Yeah. So I mean, the DLC's been coming out. I actually haven't played any of it yet, but I have it on my PlayStation.
That's what's up.
But so now the thing is like so I'm thinking if nothing else that's what Kingdom Hearts 3 is likely going to be.
Yeah.
And I don't have an initial problem with that. It's just that because okay, if we have to take anything from this, is like, hopefully Bungie learned. Here's another example. But hopefully Bungie learns from its mistake from last time.
Oh yeah, with Destiny 2.
Because people like us, we play games like, if we can help it, nonstop. You know what I mean? And,
yeah, it really hurts when you're playing a game that you spent a full $60 on, 65 with tax on, and then after like half a day with your boys, you're like, all right, well, that was it for the campaign. Now it's time to grind out and do strikes.
And then you're getting nothing anyway from it.
Yeah, and like, I don't know, like, it put a real bad taste in my mouth for Destiny, like, altogether. But while we bring that up, what system are y'all gonna play 2 on, so I can get it on the same system?
Honestly, dude, like I was talking about. Wow. But anyway, since we're here now,
yeah, because I'm gonna play it.
I was talking to my brother about it. We have the first Destiny on PS4 now, so we're just gonna get it on PS4. So
sick.
Yeah.
All right, I'm there.
And so let's just say like. Now that for one thing, because Destiny itself is a online multiplayer game, MMO, I guess, and like now the problem with that for Kingdom Hearts is that if that app like say there's no rhyme or reason you should beat Kingdom Hearts 3 in like 10 hours. You know what I mean? Like in the first.
Yeah, it should be a long game. I shouldn't have to wait for DLC when I play Final Fantasy or Kingdom Hearts for that matter.
Yeah, because here's the thing. So I'm playing Tales of Berseria right now on the PS4. And
right.
I've been playing the game. I haven't been rushing. I haven't been taking my time. Now the only thing is like I'm 32 hours into the game, and I've just been doing like regular story. And I'm getting the feeling I'm at the end, seeing how the story is going.
Yeah.
And so like I've only been doing, just the main quest. I haven't been doing any side quests at all whatsoever. I'm 32 hours into the game. Now I'm feeling pretty fulfilled at this point. And
that's healthy.
Yeah, because that's I think how long an RPG should be at least.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's
I guess that's like personal opinion, but like, you know.
But like honestly, like minimal side questing, not too much grinding for an RPG. I would expect, like, if I was just doing like a normal, like, casual, I'm here for the story experience, I'll grind out what I need to kind of thing, I would say like 40 hours.
Yeah, because like
would be like my ideal number.
But not like to the extreme of like if Aaron was still here, he'd love this. But like fucking fucking like I don't even remember how to pronounce the damn name. But it's that one game I put on the Xbox 360. But like the game was so long, like I have almost 200 hours on the game and I haven't even beat it yet.
Wild Arms?
No, that wasn't Wild Arms.
Fuck out of here. Bro, that RPG is so long.
No, I'm not. You know what? Speaking of, I'm gonna open up Steam so I can get the fucking title. Because
he's like, oh, I gotta find this.
No, because it was one of those RPGs that I said I loved it, but I hated it at the same time, and he always made fun of me for that shit.
I know which one you're talking about too, because I remember you were playing that like all the time for a while.
And then like I got to the end, and then that whole like that's a story for another time. But I accidentally deleted all the data off of my Xbox 360.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
There ain't no going back after that.
I accidentally deleted everything. The hell?
Yeah. Anyway, that's the story. That's a story for something else. But it's called Agrest War. But
there we go.
yeah, Record of Agrest War. Like I was at 100 hours I think in that game at least, and I was only like I was 3/4 of the way through the game. like oh my god, like it was bad.
Didn't you have to have spreadsheets for that too? Like, dude, you had to make decisions.
Spreadsheets?
Yeah, because I never wanted to ever play that game again. After it was over, so I downloaded all the fucking, because it was like, it was an it was a tactical RPG, like, you know, kind of like how Final Fantasy Tactics is, where you just move across the board and stuff. And like, and it was also had like a dating sim structure where it was like where the characters popped up on the sides, and then you had to make like, and you had to choose like
Fire Emblem. Yeah,
depending on how you chose the answers is where the hell the story will go. And I got the entire guide for the fucking perfect, like for the ultra perfect finish, like, and I didn't even beat the shit. Like, can you believe it? And I lost the fucking anyway.
I didn't even beat it.
I was at the last boss. Anyway.
Man, here I've been complaining about Breath of the Wild being too much fucking game. Should be counting my lucky stars.
Dude, I just recently got like a Switch for Breath of the Wild, but right now I'm like just trying to finish Persona 5, and I freaking love me for some Persona, but I'm like 115 hours in, and I'm glad I'm getting near to the end.
See, sometimes you just get those games.
Yeah.
Honestly, I just got, speaking of another RPG, I just bought, because this Gaia 5 Complete just came out for the Switch, and I got this shit. Now, the problem with that, I have a feeling that game is about to be stupid long, because if you look at the fucking screenshots for this game, on fucking Amazon, for example, like, whoever was playing the game that this screenshots came from, their character had like 30,000 HP and shit, like, yo! I'm like, how long is this game about to be right now?
You know what it is? I was joking around with somebody. Like, people would complain before that Nintendo didn't have enough third-party stuff. So I bet Nintendo's just like, fine, you know what? Here's a game here's like 3 games that are going to take you 1,000,000 hours. This will last you like for 2 years.
Shit, like,
they were like, this will keep them busy.
Agrest War is lasting me this long. Fuck. Like, I honestly tried to go back and play that game. I got past because there's 4 generations, I think, in that game. I got past the first generation, and I couldn't take it no more.
Dude, I remember you showed me one of those spreadsheets. I was like, Jesus. So if you say this one thing, you could totally hose yourself.
Yeah, because like I said, I never wanted to go back and play that game ever again. Now, the problem is you can, because, you know, if you, because, you know, the Xbox has got its achievements. You know, we all got our achievements nowadays. Now the problem with having achievements is that the fact that I can get them is a problem. And like, then and with the Agrist War thing is like the generational thing, is the girl that you romance. You know, you take the main character, and the girl you choose is that their genes go together, and they make the character for the next generation.
Oh, hello.
Now the problem with that is that there's an achievement for romancing at the end of each generation, completely romancing one of the girls, like maxing out their affection and then romancing them at the end, and you get the achievement. Now someone found out after like God knows how long, fucking like they found out how to max out all of the affections for the three possible romances at the same time. So
Jeez.
all you do is romance one, you quit the game, you reload it, romance the second one, quit the game, reload it, romance the third one. You know, load up the game, and then romance the one you really wanted to, and then move on, and you get all three achievements. I'm like, okay, I'm doing that. Got to the end. We'll never complete the game. Fuck it.
He's like, I'm done.
And it's funny because I have the next 2 games on Steam. Fuck my life. Anyway.
Just put it down, man.
Fuck my life. Anyway. So back to the, before we got sidetracked. So now the problem with this is, so in the end, we know Final Fantasy VII will be released like multiples, right? So we already talked about Kingdom Hearts being potentially not even being finished when it gets released, which is like, and what somebody said, like at the earliest it'll be released next year, and which is like a terrifying thought.
Yeah.
Well, not really, because it was announced in 2013.
This is true.
But fuck, I don't know. I'm not a game developer. Holy shit. Now, so like the thing is like the thing about the Final Fantasy VII is going to be released in parts, right? So I'm just giving it my best positive thought, right? And I'm like, so in the end, we know Final Fantasy VII will be released in multiple parts. So how I'm thinking of it positively, it's like, hey, maybe it's gonna have 3 discs again, like back in the day. It makes me laugh thinking about that shit.
Well, I mean,
so Eris dies and it tells you to insert disc 2.
Oh no! Oh god!
I think that's how it works too back in the day.
Yeah, like after you do that, and then all that.
So now she's just gonna die, and then it'll be like, next episode release, blah blah blah, and he'd be like, "Fuck you, man! I got to stew on that this whole time."
No.
So you know what? Actually, now that I think about it,
they're gonna cut right before Sephiroth lands.
Yeah, it's gonna go black.
It's gonna find out
what
happens
DLC
next.
to see what happens. Yeah.
Hell of people are gonna be like, what the fuck happened?
See, the whole thing, like, speaking of DLC, like, because the Hajime Tabata, the director of Final Fantasy 15, basically he said that they're also like they're releasing some DLC that they know they're gonna want to release, but at the same time they're actually having fans vote on what they want to see in a DLC next. So now the problem is they're listening to fans, but here's the thing: it's like in my own words, I was like, I suppose that if they really want these changes, they could just make it happen and just charge the hell out of everyone for it. I'm still gonna buy it. Who cares, right?
Why are they asking people what DLC they want when the game's not even out yet?
No, we're talking about for 15. Like they're doing votes for like because there are missing pieces of the story people are wondering about. And like they see it online and all that stuff, and people are like, and then it's catching their attention, so they're like, oh, what do you want to see?
Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, we did kind of leave this open.
Yeah,
you want us to follow up on that?
Yeah,
and everybody's like,
yeah, that's what they're basically asking. They're asking should we follow up on next?
Okay, yeah. I thought you were talking about Final Fantasy VII still. You're like, how else would you like for us to take your money?
Dude, honestly, dude, that's pretty much how it is for everything, though. At this point, man. Because I know for a fact. Also, I found out, like, sidetracking to another game company, Ubisoft is actually thinking about using the same platform, and they're talking about. From what I heard, is that they're gonna, like, for example, if it starts running well, say next year they release 5 AAA titles, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the year after that, they're going to release 4. And then the year after that, they're going to release 3. And after that, they're only going to release 2. So like, they're trying to keep like games' lifespans up like you wouldn't believe. It's kind of
Yeah.
like how they were trying to do for Destiny, but we know how that happened. Anyway,
Well, if that motherfucker would give me the engram that I actually fucking picked up, we wouldn't have this fucking problem.
Anyway.
That's what the problem is. If I come to you with the fucking, if I come to you with a blue fucking engram, you give me a green fucking weapon, I should be able to slap you in the goddamn face.
Oh man.
Fuck that guy. Sorry.
So
you bring up Destiny. I got some sore spots with that game.
yeah. But anyway, it's like, so they're talking about also what, like, well, then what is the timeline for releases for Square Enix, because they also have the Marvel IP they're working on. And I don't even remember when they think the probable release date is, like, what is that going to be? There was this picture online, but I can't find it, of like there's this little grid that they had for the releases, for like the possible release years for each of these ones. But
yeah.
I don't even remember what that one is even about, which is like crazy. But like, so they're saying, so like in closing, let's just say, like we probably won't expect like these at least these two games for at least another 3 years.
That gives me enough time to play God of War whenever that comes out.
And in the worst case scenario, we might not get it in the next 3 years either, which is crazy to me. So like, because like, all of a sudden, oh no, we're not done yet, or that's what we think we're saying. And now it's like, it's not gonna release till the year after. Oh, boo, we don't like you no more. But I'm still gonna buy it, despite what everyone is saying. I'm never gonna buy their games again. But what are you doing, buying their games?
Yeah. So I mean, that's the thing about me though. Like, is I never really I didn't play Final Fantasy VII like super hard like everybody did. I'm pretty sure. Like, to be honest, like, I know I beat the game, but I'm pretty sure I just did it, like, as, like, lacklusterly, like, as I could. I didn't understand anything about it.
Yeah, it's like the first time you play the game, you're just kind of just playing it.
Yeah, and that's where I stopped with Final Fantasy VII. So, like, I'm excited for the new one to come out. I'll buy it in each episode, because I'm finally going to, like, actually fucking play it and try to appreciate the story for what it is. I'm juiced, and I'm going to spend my money on it regardless.
The original Final Fantasy VII I beat like 3 times, and I still don't feel like I fully understood what was going on. There were parts that just didn't make any sense.
Yeah. Now, see, I played it like, if we include the race that 4 of us did. Like, for me, it's like 4. I beat it like at least 4 times. I think if I have to go into it, it's like 6. But like, I got to a point where I played it to the point where there was nothing left for me to do.
Yeah, I think
100% complete it.
Yeah, because like, I got all the materia, which includes all the master materias, all the master command materias, the master summons. I killed all the weapons. I got all the chocobo colors. Fucking, I leveled everybody up to 99.
It was nice of Meteor for it to patiently wait while I spent like 100 hours breeding chocobos and beating the weapons.
Happy day for me. The last thing I did was beat Ruby Weapon. Fuck.
Oh, dude.
I saved that asshole for last. Fuck him. Anyway.
That guy.
See, I never fought any of the weapons or anything like that. So,
well, I mean, unless for the story ones,
juiced.
because you did fight let's just not nitpick, but like you did fight the weapons. You fought Ultima and Diamond, but like you didn't do any of the side stuff. But
yeah, I didn't do any of those.
I don't think you had to kill Ultima. You just had to drive it away from Midgar, right?
Yeah, I mean, you had to kill him if you wanted to get Cloud's final weapon, but
I did though.
Which was one of the prerequisites for our race. But anyway, so with that said, hopefully we get more good news coming our way about this. Like, I mean, that's all we can really hope for at this point.
True.
So
I mean, if they're gonna be doing 7 episodes, I assume that like, I bet you like the first one will come out before 3 years.
Hopefully, because they said honestly, I read. I'm not like I don't remember where I read this. I'm pretty sure it was on a credible news source.
BuzzFeed.
BuzzFeed.
It was. I was reading a BuzzFeed article
on Facebook. No, but what's it called? But yeah, I did hear that like that that they're nearing. I heard that they were nearing completion of the first part, but at the same time, another article said that they were still working on the same part that they made the trailers from. But like,
that's the thing. The way everybody's been talking about it, I thought the first one was gonna be coming out, 2018 at the latest.
But yeah, but we don't know anything. Apparently, we're
Yeah, I mean.
Apparently, there's still ways to keep secrets in this world. Fuck.
Right? You just say 3 years just to be like, fuck them.
I guess with that said, I guess that's it. Hopefully, we get more good news. And
yeah,
I guess
man.
we'll see when the next good news comes out. Hopefully, it's good news.
It better be.
All right, this is Rice.
It goes.
And Blue Guy.
Peace out.